Coming up next is the tip of the week. Stay tuned for tips, tricks and more about Android.
And now we move to tip of the week, where Warren shows us how to use Gmail's confidential mode.
Hi, welcome to the tip of the week for episode 147. Last week, I showed you how to use the Help Me Write found in both Gmail and Google Messaging. Today, however, we'll continue with another feature found in Gmail, and I'm talking about the end-to-end encryption. Now, typically, in order to be able to have that full proper use of this, you need the Google Workspace. Now, if on the other hand, however, you're just a standard Gmail user, Google account holder, there's something called the confidential mode that we'll be looking at today. I am already in my Gmail account, and by the way, I'm using the standard Gmail account for this demonstration, and I'm demonstrating this on my Pixel 7 Pro running Android 14 Beta 5.x. The first thing we want to do here is to tap on the Compose found near the bottom right of the phone. I will now tap on Compose.
Compose button out of list.
Here is Compose. We go ahead and tap here.
Showing English US.
And there we are now in the To field. And for this demonstration, I'm going to be sending this to our Contact Us at blindandroidusers.com email address. And so I'm just going to type in the first few letters of Contact Us. So basically, I'm going to type in CON and just pick out Blind Android Users from the populated field for the completion of the address. I'll now go ahead and type CONT.
CONT.
I inputted CONT and it populated with possible choices of addresses to pick from, and I'm just going to tap on the one that says Contact Us at blindandroidusers.com.
Blind Android users, contact us at blindandroidusers.com. 1 of 11, in list, 11 items, window Gmail.
There we are, and I'll tap here to accept that address.
Contact suggestions closed. From, out of list.
All right, the next thing though we want to do, I'm just going to go ahead and put in the subject matter.
Subject, edit box.
Here is our subject field, and I'll tap here to activate subject field. And for this one, I'm simply just going to say test.
Cap, assistant voice typing.
Test. Stop.
Voice typing stopped. Assistant voice.
I have typed in the subject matter as test. Now I'm going to hit the next.
Next.
I am now in the body of the message. And now I'm just going to dictate a few lines and then we'll get going.
Assistant voice typing.
Hello boys, new paragraph. This is just a test to see if I could actually get the confidential mode found in Gmail to go through, period, new paragraph. I will now bring this to a close, period, new paragraph. Warren. Stop.
Voice typing stopped. Assistant.
And now I'm just going to put my finger down and see if my dictation came out.
Hello boys. This is just a test to see if I could actually get the confidential mode found in Gmail to go through. I will now bring this to a close. Warren. Edit box, editing, window Gmail.
There we go. Now let's go on to how we can use the confidential mode. So what we need to do is tap on the More options found near the top right corner of the phone. I will now tap on More options.
More options, button.
Let's go ahead and tap here on More options.
Keyboard hidden. Pop-up window. Schedule send, in list.
We are not going to be scheduling. Rather, we're trying to send an email that is confidential. And so below here, we've got add from contact. That's if you want to add another email address. And then below that, we have the confidential mode. Here's what I'm talking about.
Add from contacts.
And next, below that,
confidential mode.
We've got the confidential mode. tap here.
Gmail. Cancel. Out of list.
Upon tapping on confidential, we heard cancel, which is found on the top left corner. But then, to the right of it is the save. That's if you want to save this as a draft.
Save.
But we don't want to do that. And below that,
Confidential mode. Switch on.
there's an off-on switch below that save, and that by default, as soon as you tap on confidential mode, it turns that feature on. Below that, we've got,
Set expiration.
you could set the expiration. The default is like a week. Now, you can, however, choose how long you want it to remain. So we got,
Drop down list. Expires in 1 week.
the default is in 1 week. But if you tap here, you could choose 1 day, 1 month, or whatever. I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Pop-up window. Expires in 1 day.
There's 1 day.
Expires in 1 week. Checked.
That's the one that is checked.
Expires in 1 month.
We got 1 month.
Expires in 3 months. Expires in 5 years.
You can even have it expiring in 5 years. And now let's just tap on 1 day instead of 1 week.
Expires in 1 day.
We'll check that.
Expires in 1 day. Gmail. Drop down list. Expires in 1 day. Out of list.
Now the next drop down is the most critical one.
Require passcode.
There's a require passcode, and then that's going to be,
All passcodes will be generated by Google. Non-Gmail recipients will get an email passcode to authenticate.
next.
Drop down list. Standard.
So by default, it is the standard. But we could tap here and choose a different option.
Pop-up window. Standard. Checked. In list.
The standard or
SMS passcode.
an SMS passcode. And so typically what this would mean is that once you open that message, it's going to ask for the code that you got sent to. Let's try this and you'll see what I'm talking about.
SMS passcode. Gmail. Drop down list. SMS passcode. Out of list. Learn more. Button.
And here you could tap on the learn more and you're going to go and read all about it and all of that. And now the one thing that I found rather odd is the fact that we are not seeing a field here where we could put in the phone number for authentication via SMS or something to that effect. Instead, when we tap on send, it's going to ask for the phone number. So you watch.
Send. Button.
Let's go ahead and tap here on send.
Disabled. Missing information. A phone number is required so that recipients can verify their identity with the SMS passcode.
And we're told that there's some missing information because a phone number is required. And so toward the bottom here, we got
Add missing information. Button.
add missing information there in the middle of the phone. We tap.
Gmail. Phone number. Edit box.
And now we are in the edit for the phone number.
Showing dial keyboard.
So what I'm going to put in here is the phone number to blind Android users.
1 3 0 7 2 0 1 9 7 9 7 1307 201 9797. Edit box. Phone number. Keyboard hidden.
I just went back and we heard our phone number. And now we need to tap on done.
Done. Button.
And that is found near the top right. And now we could tap on send.
Send. Button.
Tap.
Sending. Cancel. Mail. Sent. Undo. Showing item.
So that email message has been sent. Now, if I decided
Sent.
that,
Undo.
hey, I don't want to have them have access, blind Android users to have access to it, I could go back into my Gmail again and go into the sent folder. And in there, I will go to the message I just sent, tap on the message, and tap on Edit at the bottom, and then I'll tap on Remove. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm still here in Gmail, so I'll simply tap on Open Navigation Drawer or Navigate the top. Now I'm going to tap on that Open Navigation just found below the search, and then we'll go to the Send items.
Open Navigation Drawer button.
We tap here.
Gmail, 1 of 38, in list.
Now that we are in this menu, what we need to tap on is the Send.
Sent, 5, 12 of 38.
Here is Sent. We tap.
Sent. Search in Mail, search in Mail.
And in here are all the messages I have sent so far. So the one we're looking for is the one we just sent to contact us at blindandroidusers.com.
2. Blind, test, hello boys, this is just a test to see.
There we go. So we tap.
Test, in pager.
And now that we have opened the email, now toward the bottom on the left, we'll find the following information.
Content expires September 30th, 2023. Recipients won't have the option to forward, copy, print, or download this email.
And there's a button below that that says Remove.
Remove access button.
Remove access. So if I tap here,
Content is expired. Recipients won't have the option to forward, copy, print, or download this email.
the content has expired. They cannot do anything with it. However, if I want to change it, I could tap on Renew, because that remove now turns into Renew.
Renew access button.
And there you are, and that's how you go about sending something using the confidential mode using your standard Gmail account.
And Warren, as far as you know, is that only available in the Gmail app, or can you do that some other way if you're using a standard view or something?
Yeah, you can do it on the app, and you can also do that on the web.
But you can't do it, can you, on a third-party app connected to Gmail necessarily? You know, if you've connected your Outlook or your Aquamail.
I know, well, because it's a feature coming direct from Gmail. So
Yeah.
you can only do it in Gmail. Yeah, I think I misunderstood you, but I thought you were talking about whether one could also do it on the web interface. So
No,
yeah,
no,
no,
I
it
didn't
has
know.
to be-
I asked both questions. So
Yeah. Yeah, so you can only do it with Gmail related stuff. Another thing, though, that I wanted to mention, I think because I'd mentioned in there that about contacts, actually, I went back to it, and you can tap on that contacts even before you tap on that save, which would eliminate the need of tapping on save. You could tap on that contacts. Mine was showing email addresses, but if you scroll down or make a search, you look for the number that you're looking for or the person that you're looking for, you could add that number and it'll be part of it, and you could just hit the send button right there. I kind of like it. So if you kind of like the whole idea of someone not being able to forward your email or copy or whatever, but everything can have a hack, right? People could find ways of, you could take a screenshot of it and you have access to it. So it's not bulletproof.
I don't think you covered this, but the incoming email, the one you can't forward, the one you can't copy, is accessible, isn't it? You can read it.
Oh, yeah, very accessible. I
Yeah.
should have left the one on there on our side so you guys could, but then I would have had to send you that code to our phone number that I gave in there.
I thought it was. It looked like it was, but I thought I'd check.